Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan and today I'm going to show you guys how I did this makeup look. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, make sure you keep watching. Alright, so when I do my makeup, I always pull up my hair first and then I would fix my hair after I get ready, just because I don't like to have like my styled hair and, you know, get it in my makeup. So the first thing I'm going to do is just use one of my claw clips and pull up my hair. So I'm just going to brush it out and then wrap it up. It doesn't have to look pretty because it's not going to stay that way. Okay, so it's just pulled back in a clip. I don't know if you guys can see that, but got it pulled up. So the first thing that I usually do is I go in with my e.l.f. Putty Primer. So this is post me doing all of my morning skincare. So I just go in with this stuff and it like really helps fill up your pores, because I have kind of large pores and like acne problems, so I like to use this to like smooth everything out. And I have a mirror here, so if you guys see me looking at it, that's why. I usually just do this in like my area around my nose, because that's where I get like the biggest pore problems, and then a little bit on my forehead. So then I like to go in with my concealer first. So I use my Tarte Shape Tape. I use the shade 20B Light. I don't know if you guys can see that. But I use this and I usually just put it under my eyes and then anywhere that I have like acne marks. So go here. And I don't use a ton. I just use enough to, you know, cover it up. This stuff goes a pretty far way, so you don't usually need a lot to cover up things, and you can always add extra if you do end up needing more. I just don't like to look cakey. And I just, whoa. Then I just take a Real Techniques beauty sponge and dab it out. I'm kind of lazy, so I don't usually wet it. Occasionally I will, but most of the time I don't bother. I feel like it blends out just fine without. Alright, the next thing I go in with is my Juvia's Place foundation, the I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. I am the shade Vienna 700, and it's just like a little squeezy bottle, so it comes out like that. I usually just put a little bit on the back of my hand, dab my beauty sponge in it, and then start blending it out. Okay, so then my next step is I will usually take a powder. So in this case today I'm going to be using a powder out of my Hourglass palette. So I like to combine these two here. So they are the shades Dim Light and Diffused Light. So I usually just take a brush. I like this one that is like a rounded top, and I just kind of swirl it in there between the two of them and then dab it on. I don't like to like sweep it on as much because I feel like it smears things, especially because you're trying to set your makeup. And I also color match my neck, so I go down it. I like using these powders to set because they give you a little bit more of like a glowy look instead of as much of a matte look, and in the summer I think that looks really, really pretty, so I really like this palette. I also use this blush color quite a bit, but today we're using a different one. So then what I typically like to do is go in with my MAC Fix Plus spray. So I just spray this on right after I put my powder on. Okay, so then what I go in with is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown. So my hair is balayaged into blonde, but my roots are definitely brown, so I like to kind of match with those with this pencil. So it's the shade medium brown. And the way that I usually do it is I will brush up and do the line underneath, brush down, do the line on top, and then fill in the rest and go lighter towards the front of the brow to give it more of a like feathered look in the front. So I'm gonna go do that really fast. Okay, so I just finished my brows. So now what I usually do is like my cheek stuff. So first thing I go in with is my Marc Jacobs bronzer. This thing is huge and it's gonna last me so long. I've had this since like last summer, so summer of 2020, and it still has this much in it. Like I barely have made a dent and I use it all the time. Literally you can still see like the little line pattern in it a little bit. So what I usually go in with is this kind of like rounded topped brush, and I just dab around in it like that, shake it out, and then go right in my cheek area with like circular motions. And then I just do the other side. Then I take a little bit on my forehead just to kind of bronze that out. And then I know this isn't technically like what you do for like a nose contour, but I just like to like bronze my nose a little bit. So I take like a fan brush like this. I know this is not what you're supposed to do, but this is how I do it. And then just go kind of on both sides like that. It just gives you kind of like a sun-kissed look, I guess, because like your nose typically gets more sun than a lot of the other parts of your face. And then the next thing that I go in with is a blush. So today I'm using Kylie Cosmetics Kitten Baby. It's like a peachy color, and it's really cute. And I go in with a flat topped round brush like this, dab it off, and then just kind of do like a, and go where your apples of your cheeks are, and then bring it up because it helps to raise your cheekbones, like that kind of effect. Then I'm gonna go in with my absolute favorite highlighter of all time, the Becca Moonstone highlighter. So really pretty. And I just use a brush like this. Most of my brushes are either Morphe or BH brushes. So I just take like the edge of this brush and dust it in here. And then go right on the top of my cheekbone. And then I also kind of dust a little bit on the tip of my nose and a little bit right there. Then I go in with a little bit of eyeshadow. So what I'm using today is the Dose of Colors Friendcation palette. So it looks like this on the inside. And I'm going to be using this shade, this shade, this shade, and a little bit of that one. So more of like the neutral shades in the palette, but sometimes I do go in with these like pinky colors. But today we're going neutral. So I'm going to take my Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH30 brush. This is what I use for like my base crease colors. And what I'm going to do is go in with that lightest color. So this shade right here. And I'm going to put this all over the lid and in the crease. And I do both sides simultaneously, so. Okay, once that's laid down, it's pretty invisible, like you can see a little bit of color, but then I'm going to use the same brush and go in with the little bit darker like brown shade, and then I'm just going to go more in the crease on this one, kind of go deep in that crease there. Pretty much the same as the other color, just not on the lid. Okay, so once that's laid down, I like to take a little bit smaller brush. So I'm going to go in with this one. It is the JH32 brush from Morphe. It's from the Jaclyn Hill collection. And I'm going to take this warm tone, a little bit darker brown, take some on my brush and dab it off. And I'm going to focus this on the outer corner and put that in the crease and on the outer corner. Okay, so once those colors are laid down, it should look kind of like this. And I'm going to go ahead and do my underneath, like my bottom lash line. So I'm just going to take a JH42 brush from Morphe. The tip looks like that. And I'm going to take that original crease color in the shade Necessary and put that on the outer part of my lower lash line, blending it in with the outer corner of my top lashes. And I'm going to about 2/3 of the way in. Okay, so then it should look like that. Then I'm just going to take my finger, taking a little bit on my pointer finger on my right hand, and I'm going to go in and put this on my lid. Okay, then what I like to do is take that shade of highlighter I was using, so Becca's Moonstone, and I take a little brush, so I'm using this BH Cosmetics brush. It says it's number 10, and it's like pointy like that, and I'm just going to put this into my highlighter here, kind of swirl it around, and then this is going to go on my inner corner, and then I'm going to bring it down and meet it with that lower lash color we had earlier. Okay, so now I have my eyeshadow done. I'm just going to put on some mascara. I use the They're Real Benefit mascara. It's very volumizing. So I'm going to curl my lashes and then put this on, and then we'll get on to lips, and then we'll be done. So the last thing we have to do is our lips, and I'm going to be using this Charlotte Tilbury set. It's a little trio. So it is the lip liner in the shade Pillow Talk, the lipstick in the shade Pillow Talk, and the lip gloss. And it has this cute, like, weird looking little applicator where it's got like this little crease in the middle, and that's also in the shade Pillow Talk. So what I like to do first, take the lip liner, and I do my top lip first. And I just slightly overline them. And then on the bottom lip, I pretty much do the same thing. Alright, then I take the lipstick, and it looks like this. So it's kind of like a berry mauve-y nude. So then I just go on the bottom lip first usually. And then last but not least, I go in with the Pillow Talk lip gloss. And there we have it. So I'm going to go ahead and go fix my hair off camera and then show you guys the finished look all at the end. Okay guys, so this is the finished makeup look all done. I also fixed my hair. I just used a waver. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos from me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any more of my future videos. We have lots of fun things coming. In a couple weeks, I'm going to be doing a complete room renovation, so that's going to be really fun. And I also have tons of other lifestyle, college, and beauty content coming your way, so don't miss out. And with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.